Keep it up.
Hello and welcome to Austria. We are here for the Styrian Grand Prix in Tier 1 for Season 12 for SLR. We are looking forward to this one. We've got an exciting race to come. It's very, very easy to overtake here. It's also a bit of a DRS train as well. So once the gap stops forming, it becomes very powerful, that DRS. It is Kebab on the mic with Babolas. Great to see you here once again. You work like no other, Babolas. You have been very busy the last few weeks. We will have a quick look at the championship standings as well. You just saw them pop on your screen, but we'll talk about them now. It is Makenda leading the way on 162 points. Daniko hot on his heels, only 22 points behind. He really needs Makenda to have a big mess up in the next race or two and him to win. We've got Justin also in the mix on 138 points. He does a lot better when I'm not crashing into him under the safety car, and it's a Daisy in P4 on 110 points, maybe just a bit too far away from it at the moment to get the win. Kiko also doing very well on 86 points. Tino, obviously one of the fastest drivers here, esports driver, on 60 points, probably missed a fair few races. But yeah, I am definitely looking forward to this one. Babolas, what about you? It's going to be rapid, I think. These guys are going to have very fast times. We've already seen a couple of fast times already.
I have problem deciding which car is which. Because it's a multiplayer cars.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but hopefully the colours on the left-hand side will help us with as well. A little bit on the timing chart there. They can help a little bit.
You have 4 black cars.
Yeah, that's going to make it difficult. I mean, on the normal one, there's quite a few red ones, isn't there? There's the 4 Alphas and Ferraris, but who we've got? We've got a spinner somewhere. That's yellow flag's gone, so that must be back going again. May have just been an off track. That's just S getting a invalidation there on his lap. So, but he has already set one. But yeah, we did have Tuj around. Let's see if we can find somebody who's on an out lap. We'll take you for a tour of the Austrian GP. It's absolutely beautiful scenery in the background, set in the mountains of Austria. We have Tipsy Bob on an out lap as well. He's not quite, yeah, he's close to starting. We'll follow on board with Tipsy Bob. He is, well, I'm going to have a look at this absolutely horrendous livery that he's got here. He said this one was just for me. And I'll be honest, I don't want it. It's disgusting, isn't it? That lime, horrible snot green colour that he's selected to match his helmet. I knew straight away as soon as he told me in DMs before the race that he had one especially for me, that it was going to be this. But look at that, that is absolutely disgusting. What do you think, Babolas?
I like lime. Sorry. But Lavin has on his hot lap. He's going for the end.
So yeah, he's already managed to get through turn 1, and it's now down to turn 3. There he comes. It's a hard braking zone just at the 100 metre board, just before. You've got to turn in late, but you make sure you hit this apex, use all of the track on the exit, and over this little brow. You've got to be very careful on the traction, but this game, it feels a lot better. Down now to turn 4. It's a downhill braking zone. You've got to brake earlier than you think you have to. It's at the 100 metre board, and you get a nice chunk of curve on the inside there as well. Sometimes that can slow you down, but down to turn 7 there, just very slowly braking in and carry as much speed as you can using all of the track on the exit. You can use more than that, Tipsy Bob, as we head through turns 9 and up towards turns 9 and 10. Very, very committed you've got to be through these two. You've got to just chuck the car in, try and get over that apex there, but just manage it. And again, once more, chuck it in, carry more speed than you believe you can, and let the car wash out wide and over the finish line. And it's a 104.5 for Tipsy Bob. Not a bad lap at all. He's in the mix for sure. So there we have it. Babolas, who do you think is going to get the pole today? You've been following more of Tier 1 this season. Who do you think's got the most pace in their bag?
Makenda is not doing so good today, I think. He's only P3. And I'm waiting to see what Dan is going to do. Because Dan is waiting to the end of the quali, to do two laps the one after the other.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if he does do that kind of strategy. We've also got Joel as well. I'm following on board with him. He's out there on a lap by the looks of things. Has he been racing a lot in Tier 1 these days, Babalas? He didn't used to race in Tier 1 very often, but I guess he's getting used to the no assists challenge.
I wouldn't, even if I wanted to race without assist, I would not be able to.
It does take some getting used to, but Joel's got a purple sector too here, and he's looking rather rapid in the final sector as well. Gets a little bit wide and off the apex there in the final corner, but still manages to get across the line and set a time. So 105.2 though, quite a bit off the pace. He'll be looking to improve on that, no doubt. As the track ramps up, should surely be able to get into the 104s. I wonder if he made a mistake early on that we missed as well. We've got Meepo on a lap at the moment as well, coming into turn 7. And his car also looking very tasty as well. A lovely purple and green livery from him. Obviously we've got issues with the cars not being equal with Codemasters and excellent bug fixing. So we're having to use the F1 World 2022 cars, 2023 cars to avoid issues there. But people always managed to put a P4 there. Not a bad lap at all. In the within 3 second mark, so 3:0 just about, but 103.9. Not bad
now
from him.
Now
Follow on board here then with the championship leader and see what he can do. It's down into turn 3. It's very important to your lap time, this corner. If you get this wrong or go deep, and he brakes very late there, but still gets the car turned in for the apex, using all of the exit as well, and it's early on the throttle as well. Quickly he got on 100% throttle there. It was impressive. This could be a rapid lap. We'll see once he gets the first timing board as he comes through turn 4. But a yellow flag in the latter sector. It looks like somebody's just slowing down to let a hot lap driver through as we sweep around turn 7. Very difficult and technical corner that. It's off camber, so it's very hard to get to the apex. He's 4/10 up. That is definitely going to be good enough for pole position if he manages to finish these last 2 corners in style. Let's see how he manages to take them. So it's through and through turn 9 and through to thing, and he's taking a lot of curb there. That is the idea, and he's managed to get a cracking time here. 103.4. Puts it on provisional pole. Great stuff from again.
But he is unlucky because Danny is on his outlap.
Yeah, what can Danny pull out the bag as well? We've got Tino as well, has managed to set it at 3.7. Puts himself up in the P3, but it's not quite good enough for the top spot. We'll see if we can find somebody on a lap. I think Flair might be.
Danny is starting. Danny is starting now.
Let's follow on board with Danny then and see what he can do here at the midway point roughly through qualifying. Coming into turn 1, he doesn't use all of the track. He does jink to the left just beforehand though, gets a good exit and steaming his way now down towards turn 3, towards Remus corner. Vital to your lap this one. Let's see how he does. He definitely uses the green curve on the left hand side. He gets a nice rotation there on the inside as well, and away he goes. Didn't quite get on the power as smoothly and quickly as McKenna did, as we saw previously, so I'm wondering what kind of time he's got in the first sector. Oh, gets a bit of a snap and goes a bit wrong there in turn 4. He managed to wrestle it back into position though, and turn 5 here gets that one spot on as he sets a 44.5 in the second sector.
No purple sector yet.
Yeah, no purple sectors yet, but let's see what he can do as a banker. Maybe this is his first lap of the session. Another bit of understeer there that he seems to be struggling with into turn 9. Just couldn't get the car to rotate, had to check up again, and it's invalid. It's invalid, so yeah, goes again. Got no ERS. No time set so far for Danny. 6.5 minutes of qualifying remaining.
It was 103.8.
He was there or thereabouts. It would have put a P4, but with it being invalid, we don't know how much his invalidation helped him out. We've got Tino on a lap at the moment. He's maybe out there trying to wrestle pole position. He's coming on the final couple of corners now. See if we can We'll see what this man can do. This man, obviously, we all know he is absolutely up. There it is, pole position by 2/10, and that is job done from Tino's point of view, and that piles the pressure even more so onto Danny, as he hasn't set a lap yet. He's probably got the one chance to do a lap left in the bank, and it's got to be a really good one to beat that Makenda and Tino times, as you see Tipsy Bob also on a lap as well, followed on board with him as well. Fox has managed to get a P6, which is not a bad time at all, getting into the 103s. That's where you've got to be, really, I think, to be in with a shout in this race. What do you think, Babalas? You've got to be in the 3s in qualifying to even stand a chance in the race?
I see 103 point something. Probably, if they nail the perfect lap, they can do 102.9.
Yeah, possibility. I mean, the Tino Makenda still quite a way off that at the moment, so a 1-2 would be.
But if the God hears me, at least for today, and we have a wet race, nothing of that matters.
We've got Justin in chat as well, saying that the game killed him. It wouldn't let him retake control of his car, so that's why he's out at the moment and out of a chance of trying to pinch the top spot. He's still already managed to get a banter in though, which is good news for him, so he'll still be able to continue in and start the race in a nice forward position at least, but yeah, that's unfortunate, as Lepson saying.
Okay,
Babalicious in
the important questions of the day: how many safety cars, first of all, and second, are we going to have a wet race?
We do not know any answer to either of those questions at the moment. If anybody in chat knows the answer to whether it's going to be a wet race or not, please let us know. But my prediction for safety cars is going to be none, believe it or not. I have full faith in all of the drivers here. Maybe that drops to maybe about 80% for Meepo. Sorry, Meepo. But definitely have a lot of faith in the drivers here to avoid the barriers and walls. But yeah, it can be fairly easy to cause a safety car around Austria, because there are a few places where you can go off the track and it will just give you a safety car, especially if in that final corner on the pit straight, if you get it wrong there, it's very easy to slide to the right and into that barrier of the pit wall, and that almost certainly will cause a safety car. Is there enough time left now for any last minute surprises though in qualifying? It'll be interesting to see what Danico can do when he comes out for his final run. You can't get four runs in here at Austria in qualifying, it being such a short track, and it being a short track as well obviously sometimes means that the differences between drivers is less pronounced because there's less corners to make mistake in. But we are seeing a decent spread, but it's look at it, 8/10 between the top 6, only a second between the top 7, and the remaining drivers up to the top 11 are only a couple of tenths behind that. There's 1.2 seconds separating the entire field almost of those who set laps. Joel is out of the session as well. He's had enough. He's happy to start at the back. He's struggling for pace there, 105.0. Not put the practice in maybe, has Joel, but remains to be seen. It all doesn't matter where you finish in qualifying, of course, Babalas, does it? It all matters is where you finish at the end of the 36 laps that we're going to have for the race itself. Who's going to be the first to cross the line then, I wonder? Let's see if we can find out that. That is Danico, who's on his out lap. He's going to be the first to set a lap here then. So let's follow on board with him and have a look at his livery. It is a beautiful one. Looks like tomatoes or something all over the car, or poppies or something like that.
It's an Alfa Romeo skin. It's an Alfa Romeo skin.
But let's see how he's doing so far. Nice and clean through turn 1. no snaps at all as he comes down into turn 3, gets it rotated nicely, and he's early on the power this time as well. As down towards turn 4 he goes. He's got a little bit of traffic ahead of him. He's going to be hoping that none of these people can will hold him up any. He gets a lovely rotation in turn 4, gets the car exactly where he wants it. He's definitely got a bit of traffic there, dodges out of the way, and now there is a big bit of traffic there, and he's had to back out of it. It did not go well for Danny Coe. He's gone at the wrong time, caused himself a problem. Maybe he can brake and accelerate a little bit here for the remainder of the track and gain a little bit. Oh, McKenna's retired. That seems to be in the pits. I cannot see a car. Oh no, maybe I can see a yellow car going slowly in turn 8, but no, I don't think. I think it is. I think maybe McKenna has retired in the pits. But Danny Coe is going again. He's starting again. He's only got 80% ERS, but that should be enough for such a short lap. As we'll stay on board with him, see what he can do. He's going to be up there at the top in the end. Meepo, not much chance of him snatching pole from Tino, but that looked a bit out of shape there in turn 1 for Danny Coe. He got over the sausage curb. That definitely slows you down as he comes down out to turn 3, gets the rotation perfect, and early on the throttle once more, straight away opening DRS as we come down to turn 4. He's got this one right every time so far. See if he gets it right once more. As no, he doesn't. He gets a big slide there. His back end started coming around on him there, and he had to lift off and catch that, and that is definitely going to cause him a little bit of a wince in the cockpit there, as he's going to lose a tenth or two. At least he's 3 seconds up on his best time, but his best time not valid. So 1:17.2, but that's not good enough. 3 seconds up. That's he needs to get. A very good sector 2. He still might be struggling maybe to get into the top 6. He had a big slip in the last one, and he's off and in the barrier. I have cursed the man in spectacular
You had to do it. You had to do it. Come on.
He stopped at the back. That was a big snap there. He couldn't catch it, and yeah, I've definitely cursed Danny Coe there, and I don't know what it is about Danny Coe. When I commentate, he just doesn't seem to get things right. He starts at the back then for the Austrian Grand Prix. At least it's a Grand Prix you can overtake well in and easily in. You should be able to get through the pack, but it's also a bit of a DRS train, and that can sometimes make it a bit harder. Up 0.2 says Damien in chat, otherwise known as Tipsy Bob, on your screens as well. Looks like maybe he didn't get his best time in there either. Last corner killed him, he says. 0.2 up, that would have put him, gained him a few positions actually. Maybe he could have got up into the P9 position there if he'd have gained 2 tenths, depending on how much on top of that, how much change on top of that 2 tenths he had in the bag. But there is your grid. We've got Tino starting on pole with Meepo in P2. I was just saying there before as well that I didn't think Meepo might be able to challenge for the top spot, and he nearly did. He's only a tenth off it. He's come P2 in the end. McKenna retired in the pits, didn't go for his last run. Justin had some issues as well, didn't get to do his final runs either. But that's your front 2 rows there. Flair with a P5, Fox with a P6, very good results from them as well. Well, obviously we've got Danny Coe and a Daisy at the back. A Daisy not setting a time at all, looking for the first challenge.
Can the people that watching us tell us how the quality of the stream is?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment it looks okay to me, but also so do the skies as well. It looks very dry. We've got a little bit of cloud in the background there, so that could change.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah, I mean, it can change fairly quickly in this game, but yeah, I don't think we're going to have a wet start at all. But maybe later in the race it could change. But we're waiting for players to get in and get started. What are your predictions for safety cars and DNFs for this one then, Babala?
I would say 2 safety cars.
2 safety cars. Very little faith in the talent of these drivers.
No, because I know they are fast and they more aggressive because they are the top. That's why.
Well, we have 3 lights on the grid, 5 lights on the grid, and it's going to be away we go for the Austrian GP. And it looks like a good start there from Meepo, but P3 in the background. McKenna also gets a good start. Going to go around the outside on Meepo and gets it done. Meepo braked a little early, far too cautious there from Meepo into turn 1. He keeps himself alive, but it looks like somebody behind ended up with
someone's
wing
lagging.
damage. Yeah, somebody disappeared behind there. Looks like it was Justin Aert has just disappeared back to the back of the grid. Big issues for him. He had some issues in qualifying and they seem to have followed him into the race. That's bad news for him. But Tino gets the lead of the race, keeps the lead of the race, and so far so good. McKenna gets the jump straight into P2, but it looked as though as well, maybe it was Justin Aert as well. Justin Aert getting a little bit of wing damage there, piling into the back of Mipo at the start of the race. But so far so good as we head through to the first lap. It's got a nice little train of all the drivers and no major problems for anybody so far.
You have problems with Tipsy Bob, who's last now, and Danny gained 5 places. 4 places.
Tuja's coming into the pits to change his wing, no doubt. Maybe it was his wing we saw flying, a bit of wing as we saw flying off in turn 1. And Tipsy Bob almost bad at the back of him, but he's carrying on, so no damage for him. But maybe he just got pushed offline or into the gravel. Danico losing a position to a Daisy there as Eagle Ghost goes up to P4. What a start from him. To have a look as well at the tyre situation and what's going on there as well. It's always interesting to see the strategies that are going to be put into place. The majority of people starting on hards here. That's an interesting one, Babalas. What do you make of that?
Because I'm used to the bad things happen to me when I go with the hards. I've stopped using them at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, if something bad happens to you on the hards though, that kind of ruins your race even more so. You've got to go to the medium strategy after that.
The biggest problem that I had with the hards was when I was racing in Silverstone and at lap 6 we have safety car and I was in with hards and I couldn't pit because the mediums would not last until the end of the race.
We have DRS enabled then as well. That's 3 laps down, which means that Lavi Fasol will likely be...
Fox!
What happened?
Fox and Flair are fighting. Oh my god.
Oh, missed that one. But yeah, looks like there was a dive there. Flair's going to come, Fox is going to come back at him down the inside into turn 4. Brakes too, well, looks like Flair braked far too late, went very deep, almost collected Lavi Fasol there, and then ends up getting a very poor exit. But defending the inside hard into turn 7 is Flair. This is a great battle between the two drivers, and the longer this goes on, the more likely they're going to lose touch with Lavi Fasol and Eagle Ghost. Eagle Ghost on the medium tyres. Doing well to hold off Lavi Fasol, but there's a move coming there. There's got a Daisy as well on the back of Copy. There's a move brewing also. Flair now keeping within the DRS of Lavi Fasol means that he's going to have a better time defending this lap, but Lavi Fasol almost certain to line up Eagle Ghost here. Eagle Ghost with the Alpine. Oh, he gets a bit indecisive there, but he goes to the outside in the end. Lavi Fasol gets the position on Eagle Ghost. That's brilliant stuff from Lavi Fasol. Nice and easy. We've got Fox and Flair still fighting in the background as well. And look at this. It's going to be Fox that gets the position, but down the inside still for this turn 4. Oh, that's a late turn in there for Fox. It looks like he was trying to avoid the car on the outside. That's a big incident there between all 3 of them, and looks like they've come out just about with no scratches. But Flair and Fox still battling it, hammer and tongs here. Lavi Fasol has gone off. He's down the order very much so, and that is a problem for him. He's
maybe he has a damage.
Contact. Maybe in turn 5 he's lost it though, and that's him out of it, and that puts Flair on the back of Eagle Ghost now. Is he now going to have a chance at Eagle Ghost? He's going to go for it in turn 1. That's going to give Eagle Ghost a chance to come back at him, but Fox out of it for the moment on the medium tyres. Flair is around and he's been punted. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I can catch a replay on the stream, but nope, looks like didn't look like contact. Maybe he just got on the curb. I'm not sure, but he is around. But
I think we have it.
We've got maybe a move for the lead brewing here as well, as McKenna is keeping up with Tino in spectacular fashion here. He is kept the front three still battling it out, very close to each other. The gap behind is growing though, because those guys are battling hard as well. So we're going to have a little replay here for you as well. Had a replay.
Yeah, it's a little bit long, the replay, but at least we saw what happened.
No worries. Yeah. The front three breaking away then. 3-second time penalty for Flair comes in as it's not gone well for him as so far. He's been
Justin retired. Danny retired.
Danny retired. On track. Danny's died. By the looks of things, where has he died? He was in a black car. I can't see a black car anywhere on the grid. I'm not sure what's happened to Danny Co there. Maybe he'll tell us, lobby restart, people. Something's gone wrong.
Gentlemen,
gone wrong. So, yeah, we're going to restart the lobby then. So if we've got a intro screen, you can go to the Babulas. We'll go to that, and we'll be back with you momentarily once we restart the race. We seem to have technical issues. We'll see what's going on, and we'll be back momentarily and let you know what's happening.
Yeah, copy now. Keep it up. 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 Copy that. Yours, keep it up.
DRS enabled.
Copy that. Yours, keep it up.
Welcome back. We've got the grid reorganised and everything is reset. Apologise for that, viewers, but we had a desync, and yeah, that has caused no amount of drama, small amount of drama either in general chat as well, because it was only one man who desynced, and a lot of people are dissatisfied with a restart for one guy. But the tier manager has spoken, and that's all that matters. We are going to get underway with a full restart, starting over again. So all racing happened so far is null and void, and we will go again with a new start. So hopefully Meepo can defend his position into turn 1 at this time, and fingers crossed that Justin Aert doesn't desync again and port into the middle of the grid like he did last time, causing havoc for a few people. But we are ready to go, and we have 4 lights, 5 lights, and it is Styrian Grand Prix 2.0 on this Friday evening, and it's a good start once again from Tino. McKenda gets another good start, but not quite good enough. Just Aert gets him this time, but he's going to try and hang it around the outside, and he manages to hang it around the outside as well. But McKenda doesn't get the jump on Meepo like he did last time. So we've got Justin Aert not desync this time as well. He's going to stick with them as well. We've got a nice clean start. For the most part, a couple of swaps of positions between Labi Vasol, Eagle Ghost in the background, Skullline, but nice and clean through turns 1 and 2 and 3 there as we head down towards turn 4. It looks like a nice clean getaway. We've got a battle in the background there between Eagle Ghost and Danico. Danico making up positions early on. Oh, there's a big spin, and manages to catch it there to Skullline in expert fashion, but he went very deep there in turn 4, didn't he? And that was interesting to say the least. Danico took full advantage, got 2 positions there. Skullline takes his position back from Eagle goes up the inside in turn 7, and it's as you were. Well, that was a scary cold brown moment for him, I'm sure, and it's everybody still within 1 second of each other. Touge trying to go down the inside now in turn 9, but it's a dangerous place, maybe overtake. He backs out of it. Oh, big swapper there from Eagle goes right in front of him, and that caused problems. Ocean Chief is in the race now as it stands as well, which means that we have an extra driver or 2. I believe we only had 14 last time out. Now we've got 16. Who else is here that wasn't here before? Ocean Chief. We're bringing up the rear at the moment, and Daisy getting past as well. Skullline and Danico going side by side into turn 3, and it's Danico who managed to hold him off for the time being. I wonder as well whether or not everybody chose different tyres this time as well, as have a look at those as well. So yeah, people did go for different tyre choices. Tino started the original race on the hards, and he's gone for the mediums this time around. Fox is staying on the mediums, and Copy has opted for the softs this time around as well. So only 1 driver on the softs. He's hoping to make use of those early doors, I imagine. As so far he's managed to gain 3 positions. Danico though gaining 5 positions on the hard tyre as well. He's already up into the top 10 after starting very near the back. Fastest lap from Tino, and things are starting to settle down as we get DRS enabled this lap. What do you make of this? And Danico's making short work of everybody in front of him here, Babalas, isn't he?
He's gonna have to get closer now that there is no DRS, and Eagle Ghost is overtaking Skullline.
Certainly has. That's in turn 3, and Skulline's trying to hold on to the inside there and manages to get back past. He got DRS and Eagle Ghost didn't. So Eagle Ghost is going to struggle now to go for this, but he's going to go for the dive into turn 4 and gets a bit out of shape there, Skullline, as he turned in. But Eagle Ghost managed to stay there, and they're going to battle this all the way to turn 7. Skullline has the inside line. It's definitely the line you want through turn 7, and he manages to take the position back. This is a battle of the ages between these two drivers. Neither of them willing to give this one up easy, and that lets Danico scoot off into the distance ahead of them, and that means that Skullline and Eagle Ghost aren't going to get DRS to try and battle each other, hold each other off. 3-second time penalty for Skullline. He's the first man to get one. That was in the final couple of corners there as well, as got battles up and down the grid. Skullline and Eagle Ghost still going out though. There, Eagle Ghost goes down the inside in turn 1 and gets the move done, but that means he doesn't have DRS now, and he gets overtaken again into turn 3, and now Eagle, Touge and Daisy are also looking to pick up some scraps. Daisy has gone down to the inside of them both and got 2 overtakes done in 1 corner there from a Daisy. That was beautiful, I've got to say. Sure if you caught that on the stream, but what an overtake that was from a Daisy. He managed to get them both, but look at this, these two still battling hammer and tongs. The only action we've got on track, the big action we've got on track at the moment, is everybody else is stuck in a DRS trade from 1st till 6th. And Coffee should catch that train back up on his soft tyres if they'll last. They should do about 10-15 laps, the soft tyres, do you think, Babble lads?
If they are careful, you can do 18.
Interesting, but yeah, we've still got these guys going back and forward as Touge goes wide there in turn 9 and loses out to a Daisy and Eagle Ghost. Eagle Ghost doing a good job so far. Skullline has dropped 2 positions there as well. He's dropped out of that little battle there, and Ocean Chief and Joel and Tipsy Bob are all in their own little battle of train of cars at the back. Maybe they're just trying to hopefully just use Tipsy Bob to pull themselves back to Skullline and the train at the lead of this race. But so far so good, nice and clean racing. Nobody's gone around, nobody's at the pit, and that's touch wood, not cursing anybody as it stands. Copy has gained 4 positions though. Danico has gained 6 positions, and Meepo has just taken the lead there. I've missed that. We missed that entirely, but Meepo takes charge.
No, we
of
didn't
the
miss
Austrian
it.
Grand Prix.
We didn't miss it.
I missed it. I missed it, certainly, but see if I can catch a replay on one of the streams, but no, it doesn't look like I've missed that as well. Too slow. I'm too old and slow. I'm telling you, Babalas, I'm not cut out for this game anymore. Daisy has managed to get 5 positions there in the background, but it looks like Meepo is just running away with this. He's creating a gap already to Tino, and Tino had the better tyres as well. I believe he's on the medium, so Meepo seems to have some rapid race pace here, and already is creating a gap to his rival behind. Tino looking like under pressure from McKenna now, as well as we've got a little bit of a bunch up here behind Meepo. Meepo is just checking out. He's off. He's gone as these guys battle behind. It's going to be McKenna trying around the outside, maybe 3 wide. Nope. Justin decides better against him, but a battle for the ages here at the front now between these guys. I knew it wouldn't last long, and down in turn 7, Tino is defending his position as hard as he can. McKenna has lost out now to Justin because of the poor line he got forced into by Tino. Justin makes it up to P3. Brilliant racing by these guys. Absolutely fantastic. Is it going to stay the same as Fox joins the battle now as well? Copy is unable to try and close this gap, even with the soft tyres as well. He's currently in a battle with Flair as well. That's probably holding him up some time. But Meepo absolutely took the opportunity when it presented itself, and it's not looking back at the moment, but as long as they're not battling behind, Tino's got the chance to re-overtake him. So he's going to have to defend his position as hard as he can here, Meepo, in order to put Tino under pressure from Justin and McKenna. Fox may be able to get a nice result here as well, as he can hang on to these guys and stay trouble-free. It's going to be interesting to see how the pit stops affect all of this, who goes for what pit stops, but yeah, very close to the back end of Tino there was Justin, as he really outbraked himself, braked a lot later than him there, didn't he?
I really thought that they will touch.
Yeah, closing speed seemed to be rapid, but he managed to get it slowed down in the end, did Justin. And at the moment, it's as you were, lap after lap for these front guys. Not a lot happening between them. I'm loving Tino's livery, by the way. It looks like an American one. Stars and stripes all over that car. He's obviously a Finnish man himself. The Finns in the top, what is that, top two spots at the moment, and McKenna fighting up there as well. The Finns are definitely overrepresented here in Tier 1. And look at this, defending the inside once more is Tino. Justin S trying to go around the outside in turn 3, but unable to get the move done. The DRS helping Tino out massively in defending his position, but it seems as though the hard tyres may be quicker than the mediums at the moment. They don't seem to be working quite so well, this medium strategy for Tino. I would have expected him to pull a gap pretty quickly. Oh, he's gone wide there in turn 7, and that's opened the door for Justin S, and he says, thank you very much, I'll have that. Through he goes. Not sure what happened there with Tino. Maybe he just made a mistake. Unheard of. He's usually so on the money and consistent, and that's a problem for him. He's lost 2 positions now since the start of the race. Started on pole, down to P3. But this is the race so far. A nice little train of 5 drivers all vying for the win. Fox holding on to this at the moment as best he can.
Has pitted for mediums. Almost 3 wides.
Ooh, that's interesting, as Tino was looking to try and go down the inside of them all, but didn't manage to do it, but did manage to pick off Meepo as Justin gets into the lead there as well. This is fantastic racing from these boys. Very respectful, very aggressive, and very, very fun to watch. You've got to say this is great racing. It's almost inch perfect, these guys, giving each other a lot of respect. Meepo loses out though, down to P3, and he's got it all to do again after taking the lead in opportunistic fashion on an earlier lap 6 I think it was, and holding on for a little while, but Justin not taking any prisoners at the moment. He's definitely, he sees a mistake, he sees a gap, he's going for it, and now he's got the lead. It's his turn to try and be able to see if he can create a gap. He's got a lot of ERS to do it with as well. Tino and Meepo also healthy on the ERS, as is Fox, up to 98% at the moment. He was quite low before, actually, Fox. I might have been mistaken him with Blair, so yeah, probably was. But this is where the action is at the moment. At the top 5, these guys have broken away from everybody else. Joel gets himself a 3-second time penalty, and these 5 guys here are where it is at. Justin is, he's using ERS to keep onto the train, but as long as he holds onto that DRS, he should be able to get pulled along quite easily by these guys, and increase his own pace, and maybe he can go for the undercut and get a couple of these guys. But that remains to be seen. He has got the medium tyres at the moment. Everybody in front of him on the hards, with the exception of Tino. And we've obviously seen Copy going for a very different strategy at the moment. He started on the softs, went to the mediums. He's probably going to go medium from here on, and just do the 2-stopper.
That is P8. And he's in DRS from Adesi.
Yeah, this is the problem that Danny's going to have starting at the back. Same with the Daisy as well, but the Daisy's managed to do well on this restart, better than he did in the first race as well. Meaning that these guys are now stuck in a little bit of a DRS train behind Flair. He's going to have to wait for a Daisy to get past Flair before he can then try and go at Flair, and it just slows the overtake process down. Once these 2 guys get past Flair, you imagine that they're going to close the gap to the lead guys and maybe pull Flair to and Lavi Fasol along with them as well. But we've got a move in the background as well. Scoline is getting past Tipsy Bob, and that's into turn 3. And
I will have to report Tipsy Bob because he's trying to go by livery. Yes, I reported here live on stream. He saw my livery and he is jealous. That's what I am saying. Sorry.
It's definitely easy to spot him on the track, I'll tell you that for free.
But wait until you see me on next week, mate.
Radioactive liveries notwithstanding, we've got a Daisy is almost certainly lining up. Flair for the move, and Flair got a bit of a snap of oversteer there as well, and that gives no option to a Daisy, but to go for the move is Danico close enough to get the move done as well. He is going for it. He's down the inside on Flair. He's trying to take advantage of that opportunity as well. Oh, Flair gets a snap of oversteer and bumps into Danico on the exit and loses out as well. He's just trying too hard, trying to get the power down too hard. Danico takes the position though, and that brings Lavi Pasola in a position on Flair as well. Is he going to be able to get that move done as well? But now DRS for Flair gives him the opportunity to make a defense. We've got McKenda very close to the back of Meepo as well. He wants that position back also, as Justin Aerts has got an 8/10 gap now to Tino. Tino will have to pit earlier than all of these guys as well. Maybe that undercut will work out well for him. The hards seem to be a very good race tyre here, it has to be said. They are looking fairly pacey, but Justin Aerts is almost out of DRS of Tino. Tino using a little bit of ERS to keep up with him. Justin still very healthy on the battery front as well. Everybody is in this front five, all holding on to their ERS very well. Nobody willing to use that boost just yet to get away, knowing that everybody behind has enough boost to just get straight back into the window. So nobody's trying to make that breakaway as of yet. But a Daisy and Danico are now past Flair and everybody else. They've gained 9 and 7 positions respectively. Last to first challenge going very well. Danico is going to go maybe for the move on a Daisy. Doesn't opt for it in the end. Bit of a late lunge that would have been, of course. And that is maybe the next overtake that's going to happen, because a Daisy doesn't have the option to use DRS. He's got to maybe use his battery to catch up to the guys in front. A Daisy sitting on very little battery as it stands, down to 30-odd%. Danico has more, on 50-odd%. He wants to worry though about maybe getting the Daisy before a Daisy catches those in front of him, but maybe doesn't want to drag a Daisy up to them either. It's going to be an interesting way this see how this strategy plays out. These guys are going to have to catch these guys at the front and then start saving ERS, I believe. So they're going to have to use it. A Daisy's going to have to use his battery to close that gap. At the moment he's not managing it, so Danico maybe thinking, get out my way, I can catch those boys, let me through. These guys definitely belong at the front end of the grid here in Tier 1 SLR, and they'll be certainly... Oh, 5-second penalty for Joel, speeding in the pit lane. I think he's going to retire. Something gone wrong for him, or has he just made a mistake? As he pits early off the medium tyres onto the hards. He has got the hards on and he's moving again, so it doesn't look like he's going to retire. He's just going for an undercut maybe, going for an early pit, but that 5-second penalty is going to cost him. He's going to have to struggle now with the battle with Ocean Chief. Copy as well with his 2-stop strategy. Probably not going to work out. The medium's not really proving to be that much quicker than the hards. What do you think, Babalas? Is the difference between the tyres, is that minimised around this track?
It's a short track, that's why hard compound has the advantage.
Interesting. Daisy's still not closing the gap there to the guys ahead, and Danico at the moment is just happy to use DRS to make the overtake and save a little bit of battery for when he catches the group ahead. He's playing the long game here, Danico. Daisy is looking low on ERS as well. He is using a 5-bit to catch up ahead, but the gap's getting bigger. It's 3.2 now, so Daisy unable to catch those guys who have all got the added advantage of having all of their ERS, and a little nice group to be with, so they can swap with if they want to use a bit of that ERS to try and prevent these guys from catching them. That's what they've all got to be thinking about at the moment. Tino at the moment is going to be thinking about when does he pit to get to the hard tyres. When is he going to be able to get a nice gap behind that he can slot into so that he doesn't have to get stuck behind the DRS train and traffic when he comes out. That's his main focus at the moment, I imagine, in his very beautiful cockpit for the United States Stars and Stripes driver. At the moment, it's a bit of a lull in the race, do you think, Babalas? I think your prediction of 2 safety cars might be
I'm going for the overtake here with Danny.
Oh, yes he is. He's managed to get the inside. Daisy hasn't fought that too hard. I think he just wants to let him past and used all of his ERS. Let him pass, let Danico drag him up towards the front of the pack. And let him use his ERS instead. Flair and Lavi Fasola managed to hold on to these two guys, and they also want to be dragged up to that lead pack as well. They want to consolidate their points playing positions, and so far so good on that front. Tuj has managed to do rather well to recover and get to the best of the rest here, almost among the best of the rest here as well. 4 seconds off though. Penalties are starting to come in thick and fast. There's another 3 seconds for Joel. One to forget in terms of penalties for him. But he has pit earlier than everybody else. Maybe that's going to allow him to jump Ocean Chief. We shall see when the pit stops come in. Let's have a look at put the tyres on my screen. So yeah, it's going to be medium hard medium for the majority of the drivers here, with the exception only of Coffee, who's gone for a soft medium so far, and I don't think he's going to get those mediums till the end. Do you think they'll last that long? Will he be able to take care of them that long? He did pit early off the softs as well, so...
Skyline is in pits.
Skyline, the first to blink at the back. Well, second to blink at the back, first to react to Joel's early pit stop, and that's looking like he's going to get out in plenty of time ahead of Joel. Big gap between them two. Skyline, of course, overtook Tipsy Bob earlier in the race to get up to P13, and now pits early. But Flair, Lavi, and Tush, and their penalties, they need to get a shift on and get a move on, make sure that those penalties don't cost them a position at the end of the race. Daisy and Danico still unable to close that gap to the top 5 at the moment. Flair picks up another penalty as well. That is 9 seconds worth of penalties so far for Flair. That could cost him big come the end of the race. That's almost certainly going to lose him positions to Darby Sol and Tuge, and possibility he could also lose out to Eagle Ghost if he picks up another one. Eagle Ghost has managed to get past Tuge. Tuge in the pits for his first pit stop of the race, as we're starting. Oh, there's a virtual safety car here. Something has gone wrong for somebody. I'm not sure who. Do you see what happened, Babalos?
No, I didn't see anything, but Skyline is getting penalties, trying to keep up.
Yeah,
Let's see how many penalties the guys have.
For Skyline. Ocean Chief came into the pits under that virtual safety car. That means he's going to gain big from that. Joel's coming back into the pits, so I'm wondering if he's coming in for a wing change, and he caused that safety car, virtual safety car. There is no change to be had. He goes back to the mediums and serves his 5 second penalty.
Dino and Justin are pitting.
Yeah, this virtual safety car is lasting quite a long time, considering there's nothing stuck on the track. I'm not sure why. This is possibly bugged, or maybe just taking a long time. But everybody at the front comes in and pits. We've got several people going for the mediums. They will get to the end from here, do you think? 16 laps? Almost certainly will get to the end here. So those who started on the hards have got a perfectly timed safety car.
Yeah, that's an
goes to the hards. Oh, there's a car sideways off there. That's Joel. DNF out of the pits. I'm not sure what happened to him there. I have got absolutely no idea what has happened to Joel in that situation there. Has he done a Joel and come out the pits and caused a hit the barrier or something? Caused a spin?
Probably.
Joel, if you're in there, let us know in chat and let us know what happened. Daisy has managed to just make a jump on Coffee. Coffee did not take advantage of that virtual safety car pit, which is a strange decision considering he maybe has to go to the mediums again. He should have pit. He had a very good opportunity there to pit and save some time under the safety car, but Coffee decided not to, and that's going to cost him big, I think. That's a mistake from Coffee on the strategy call. He has to go in at some stage. Maybe he didn't have the opportunity to. Maybe he was past the pit lane. He's not going in now either, as we are back underway for Green Flag Racing, and Fox has lost touch with the front of the pack, and that could be problems for him coming now as well, because he's going to have to use all of his ERS to catch them back up. Otherwise he's going to have Danny and Daisy to mess with and lose 2 positions when they catch him, if they can. Danico already going through his ERS at pace in order to close the gap to Fox and get him overtaken. But at the moment, nice little group of 4 cars now. Fox losing out massively here with that virtual safety car. wonder whether he got held in the pits a little bit maybe by a teammate, because obviously we're using the world cars. Your teammates are kind of random. Nobody knows who they are. You have to kind of figure it out at the beginning in qualifying who's sharing your pit box and operate accordingly. But Fox now as well on the hards, along with Tino, he's got the worst tyre there as well. Danico is already within DRS. Move at the front. Oh, Tino is off. Tino's in the barrier. Tino's lost it in the final corner, and he's stuck there until the entire grid goes past practically. Almost a bad rejoin, and but he managed to time it just about right, I think. Danico gets the fastest lap, and that's big crash there for Tino. He'll have to go around in the entire way as well. I think he's still got his front wing, so maybe he's managed to avoid damage.
You don't know that because in this game,
sometimes it doesn't show.
The front wing is okay, but it's orange.
Yeah, sometimes it does not show. But Danico going for the move now on Fox into turn 4, and he's got the inside line, and it's easy as you like for Danico. Fox misses out on a really good points-paying position here by the finest of margins, really. I think he just got held up in the pits maybe with a double stack, and it's caused him major problems. Justin, though, has shot off into the lead, and he's still holding on to his ERS as well quite well. Scoreline has retired also. He's in the pits, however, so that will not be a safety car, and he's given up on it. Maybe he had to go back in. McKenna gets a fastest lap as well, as it's starting to head now towards the business end. As people will start getting their elbows out. These front three guys are going to start fighting a little bit. Meepo will maybe have a go at McKenna here. He's got the run, he's got the inside line. Maybe they're talking to each other. McKenna knows it's not worth fighting that one. Can't really defend against the power of DRS at this track. Maybe he wants to hoard a little bit of battery for the final lap as well, but Justin has shot out into the lead. He's got a 1.5 second gap, and it's his to lose at the moment. Danico has got a 4.5 second gap, almost 5 second gap almost to make up to McKenna. It's a tall order to do that in the last 12 laps, 14 laps. He's got his work cut out. He's got Fox on his DRS train. He just needs to hold on to that there and to use it to defend against the Daisy for as long as he can. It is an exciting race here at the Austrian GP. Anybody's guess who's going to win it, but Justin has it in his own hands at the moment. As long as there's nothing untoward happening, like another virtual safety car or a safety car in the final few laps, then he should be able to hold on to this. He's got plenty of battery to defend with should these guys eventually catch up with him. And he's got no need to spend it at the moment. These guys are not closing that gap as it stands. Daisy is going to struggle maybe to get past Fox here, with Fox having the DRS to defend with, and Danico loves this because he thinks, oh, I'm faster than Fox, maybe I would end up in a battle with a Daisy. I need to keep Fox here as a buffer between me and my main rival, a Daisy behind. But at the moment, not a lot happening on track. We've got Copy maybe going for a move on Tino in the background. Actually, he's gone for the dive up the inside in turn 4, and he does get him, but he gets a poor run. Oh, there, look at that. Touge has come up the inside of them both and got them both. What a move from Touge. Puts himself up into P8. Fantastic racecraft from all three of them to end up. Oh, something's gone wrong. Tino slowed up massively on the inside of turn 7, and Copy just went straight into the back of him.
Safety car.
That's a full course safety car. That looked very strange. Tino almost brake checked him. Something went wrong. Tino was very slow. Copy ploughed into the back of him. Unexpected slowdown there from Tino, and Tino gets punted off sideways as well. That's probably rear wing damage, how hard he hit him. Touge on the soft tyres though. He's a big winner there. He pits under the safety car, and so does Tino, as well as Eagle Ghost as well. Those guys could gain big here under the safety car. There will be a delta, of course, when they come
we
out.
See the replay.
That's great news as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. The replay shows it all as well. I mean, just so slow there. A pretty much flat corner almost, Tino. And I'm wondering whether or not there's going to be a bit of afters in the general chat after that, because that looked like maybe a bit of a brake check. I mean, if I was in Copy's position, I would almost certainly be saying, I mean, why was your brake so hard there? It looked like he braked hard there. Well, there's an issue. Was there a technical problem? Did his wheel disconnect? Did his brake come on automatically? But here come everybody in the front six as well to pit, and that's music. This is good news for Danico as well. I said just Nets had it all in the bag unless it was a late safety car, and then lo and behold, a late safety car. And the whole team is, the whole grid is going to bunch right back up again, and now it's anybody's game.
At the safety car, drive-through penalty.
Drive-through penalty for who? Sorry, I missed that. What?
For Tino.
For Tino? Oh, that's Tino's race. Good and done then. I wonder whether he gave himself a drive-through penalty for brake checking Copy as a punishment for Copy's out, and that's not going to do him any favours regardless. Possibility of a bug. Yes, Yanni. How to Beebo's father. Once again, great to see you in chat supporting your son. Currently doing very well in P2 and has maybe the chance to get a good restart. Justin Etz has gone for the softs. Everybody else has gone for the mediums. And the softs will definitely last 11 laps, but I think they'll fall off towards the end. I think the medium is the better choice. What do you think, Babalas? What tyre would you go for?
As the car remains as we see the track right now, I would go for the softs.
Lag, says Lepson. Looks like lag. Yeah, I think maybe the most likely explanation of this, the cause of the safety car was an issue with lag, or a technical issue, because it would definitely be unusual for a mistake of that ilk from those two drivers. Yeah, safety car lets us reset and gets everybody back in.
Do we have a problem with the stream, guys? Do we have a problem with the stream? Please let me know.
Looks okay at the moment. Maybe a little bit jerky, but watchable for sure. We'll carry on regardless. But yeah, now's the time to change things if we need to under the safety car. But it looks okay from my perspective. Let us know in chat if there's any issues at all. But yeah, safety car for another couple of laps, I think, maybe one more. And as we're waiting for Tino to Ocean Chief to catch back up. And Tipsy Bob on the softs. Tino went for the softs as well. Daisy also on the softs. Wonder if these softs are going to be as powerful as we expect them to be. As Danico will be absolutely over the moon with his safety car. That lets him catch up to the guys in the front and maybe gives him a chance at the win here. He needs to beat McKenda. He's his main rival in the championship. Then in P1 and P2, currently in P3 and P4 at the moment. The stream is lagging, but it's better now, says Lepson. So should be good to continue. Let us know in chat if you predict another safety car. Let us know in chat who you think is going to win this race. Is Justin going to create a gap straight away, get a good restart? We still have no call for a safety car in this lap, but it should be. The back four drivers have now caught up. There's the call. Lights go out on the safety car, and we are going to be in this lap. It's going to be Justin Ertz to get us underway, and he's backing everybody up early. I wonder if he's going to go early, whether or not he's going to try and catch people unawares, or whether he's going to go late and try and give people very little run. But the start-finish straight is quite early in the start-finish line, so you may decide to stamp on the pedal in the last two corners. Let's follow on board and see when he's going to go. It's turn 9, he's gone through now. He's heading towards turn 10, he still hasn't gone yet, and he goes in turn 10, gets a bit of a snap, but he goes and he does not catch people unawares. Daisy has managed to overtake it's Tino is pitting, who's dropping down the order fast. In fact, so it looks like it's a as you were restart lap, Brazil gets a time penalty. Daisy has managed to get past Fox, however, on the soft tyres, gets a great exit out of turn 1 and gets him before the braking zone into turn 3. It's as you were at the front though. Danico at the moment has to just bide his time and wait for DRS and things to start happening. The same with Meepo as well. Meepo just has to hang on to the back of Justin with his softer tyre and hope that he can maybe get the move done under DRS, but using a fair bit of ERS is Meepo at the moment. He's down to 50%. Danico and McKenda are holding on to theirs, as is a Daisy and Fox, but Justin already used a bit of his as well on that opening lap just to hold on to P1, and we come now still in the same order that we were in, and that's another big thing there, Babalas, as well. The penalties, they're going to matter a lot more now after this late safety car.
Yes, but the top 5, they haven't got any penalties, so they're not worried about them.
Certainly aren't. Daisy is very close to the back of Danico. He's going for the inside move here on the soft tyre. He gets the move done, but is he going to be able to hang on to it? He's still there on the outside as Danico, but doesn't get good traction on the exit. And Daisy moves up another position. He's making the softs work. He's getting his moves done, and he's getting them done early. He could be on a charge here. He's not an absolute flyer on this tyre. Flair is almost certainly going to drop out of the points playing positions as well with those 9 seconds of penalties, and Labi Versol as well, unlikely to hold on to them either with his 6 seconds. Tipsy Bob could, if he hangs on at the back of these guys, end up as high as P7. If he stays where he is at the moment, he's got it all to do. He just needs to keep a hold of himself, keep calm, and don't let the pressure get to him. He just needs to stay where he is. But DRS is now enabled. Is that going to allow a move from Meepo? Meepo has burned through his ERS quite quickly, but now that DRS is enabled, he doesn't need to use any to hang on to the back of Justin, and Justin will need to start using his in order to prevent Meepo from overtaking, because he's, look at how close he is still here, and it's anybody's guess who's going to win this race. We've got a 5-lap sprint, and it's one of any 5 drivers could win this. Fox has fallen out of DRS of Danico, so he's losing out already. He may be under pressure from Flair in the future, but it's all about these front 5 drivers now, and which one of them is going to win this race. Get your predictions in, chat, and please do not forget to give us the thumbs up, give us a follow on Twitch, and like and subscribe. Please, if you're only watching on YouTube, please head over to Twitch as well, and if you're only watching on Twitch, head over to YouTube. It helps to give us the double. Certainly does us a lot of favours. But into the last 6 laps of the race, lap 30 done, and Justin Ert is in control at the front at the moment, but how long can he stay there? How hard can he defend his position? Is Meepo going to be able to get the run here? He's got a lot of overspeed here coming into turn 3. Is he going to go for the dive to the inside? Nope, he wants to hold position. He does not want to make the overtake yet. He's holding on to position, holding his ERS, trying to save some up, so when he does eventually make the move, he's got the wherewithal to try and beat the battery, to try and fend off everybody behind him. This is smart racing here from Meepo. 7 laps, mediums might last longer, says his dad in chat. And yeah, that's maybe the case of what Meepo is holding on to. He's holding on to the fact, the hope, and keeping his fingers and toes crossed that these tyres are going to fall off for Justin at the end of this race, and then he's going to pounce. He's playing the long game, and he's playing it smart. Is it going to work out? What do you think, Bablas? Do you think he's doing the right thing? He's going to be able to get the win here, Meepo?
I don't know, because we don't know in what conditions are the tires of Justin, because he is on the softs. The softs gives more grip, but Justin has the
goes for the move now. He's going for the move now. He's got the inside line, and he gets the move done well before the braking zone. Retakes the racing line as well, and that is job done. And now,
yes, but now Justin does the DRS.
Yeah, but he wants McKenna now to attack those softs. Those softs, how old are they as well? 5-6 laps now, and look at this, right almost into the back gearbox of Justin goes McKenna, and the Finns maybe in voice chat together as well, maybe working together to try and bully Justin out of the way, try and cause him problems. But now that Justin has DRS, it's going to be a lot harder overtaking for McKenna, but McKenna has a lot of ERS to play with. Justin also has held onto his ERS, but I think maybe Meepo's gone a bit early. He's went prematurely. His youthful exuberance has gotten the better of him, and now he's not really got much of a hope of holding off Justin and keeping him behind. Justin almost certainly going to get the position back here, maybe into turn 3. He's got a good run and DRS, and he's going to go for the move again. Meepo doesn't defend it. Maybe the smart move there, as he just wants to swap positions. Oh, McKenna's going down the inside of Meepo there as well. He's trying to take advantage of the line that Justin ploughed for him. and Makenda gets up to P2. Meepo has his youthful exuberance does not pay off in the end, and he's lost out to Makenda as well, and now he's got an Alta 2. He's got Danico for company and a Daisy right behind him as well. Is Meepo going to end up P5 here? He really needed to just play the long game, wait until the last lap or so to try and make that move, wait until those soft tyres were a bit more damaged before he showed his hand, and he showed it early, and it's cost him a position to Makenda. Asking as well, what is the position on penalties, is Yanni in chat, so we'll definitely check that for you. I'll go into the race director, let's see. We have
9-second penalty, touch 3-second penalty, Lavi Fasur 6, and Eagle goes 3.
We have Justin is on 1 warning, and he has also got a invalidated lap as well, so that may be another warning as well. There's no invalidated lap there as well for Makenda. Goes and takes the lead, in fact, while I'm looking at that. So yeah, I'm going to have to come back to you on that one, Yannick, because there's so much action happening on track at the moment. We've got double 2 wide here at the moment, and very, very tight racing as Makenda and Justin Laet are battling for the lead here. Makenda holds onto it just about by keeping the inside line, but Danico managed to get past Meepo in the meantime in the background as well, and it's all action all over the front 5 at the moment, as Daisy maybe now looking to take advantage of Meepo's poor decision making earlier on. He should have waited and held on to his ERS. These guys have all got a lot more ERS than him. Danico is maybe under threat now from Meepo. He's trying to defend the position. Meepo squeezed out of it in the end. Good defense from Danico. Excellent racecraft from everybody involved here. It's going to be like this till the finish. Everybody's going to be vying for each position here at the front, and it's going to be only a matter of time before a mistake is made and tears start flowing. Good defense once more from Danico into turn 3 as he tries to defend and attack at the same time on Justin Ert. Doesn't manage to get it done. Justin's tyres are starting to burn. I think he's not able to keep up with Makenda. Danico defending the inside once more from Meepo, who's trying to go around the outside and turn 4 and can't get it done. This attacks from Meepo are going to leave him susceptible to a Daisy behind as well, and a Daisy is just waiting for his moment. He's got 80% ERS. This is fantastic racings. It looks like we've got 1 warning for Makenda, 1 warning for Justin. Danico and Meepo and a Daisy I have not been able to check just yet because there is too much action going on track, and it's anybody's guess what's going to happen here. I'll try now to take a break and let Babulas take over and see if I can get hold of the warnings of everybody else.
We're gonna have SE trying to overtake the long run, but everybody's got the DRS, so down to Makenda. He's gonna try, he will defend.
So everybody at the front has got 1 warning there, apart from a Daisy who has 2. The Daisy has to be very close. Oh, this is absolutely fantastic racing. They're going to make it 3 wide into turn 1. Danico's put himself into the middle and collects Meepo as well. He's caused a bit of an accident there. That could be a penalty from the steward later on. He's gone deep, outbraked himself, bumped into Meepo. Everybody's managed to get through unscathed though, and Danico is the one that loses out, so maybe it's just a racing incident. Daisy though takes full advantage and gets himself up to the podium position on his soft tyres by taking advantage of that mistake from Danico there. Danico putting himself in the middle, very ill-advised. You do not want to be in the middle of a 3 wide. It's the worst place you could possibly be. Maybe you should have given up on it and let a Daisy take Meepo and followed a Daisy through the gap, maybe, or maybe just waited. But Meepo out of ERS now as we head towards the final lap, and it is very, very tight as we head into the final lap. Makenda is trying to have to defend here. He's not defending against Justin goes for the lead on the final lap, gets the inside line. Is he going to outbrake himself? Is Makenda going to go for the switchback? Is Makenda going to get him into turn 4? Anybody's guess what's going to happen here. Makenda goes for that. He's going using overtake, defending the inside. Oh, it's a late move from Justin there. You've got to say that was a late move. He left enough space though. Makenda going around the outside now, gets the inside line to the next corner as well. He's going to use all the battery he's got. He's going to get over the lunge on the inside. He is, and he gets his nose cut off by Justin. What fantastic racing we've got between these two, vying for the lead to the very last. But it looks like that is Justin job done. Justin may have just won the race there and gets the position on the final lap. Defends it well into turn 4. Makenda, I felt as though he could get him back into turn 4, and he could not. He's run out of juice at the end there, Justin, and he's used it all to defend. And there we have it. Justin wins the Styrian Grand Prix, and Austria gets full points, and Danico ends up P5 in the end after that mistake in turn 4, and that loses him out in the championship. Makenda gains in the championship, Justin gains in the championship, and it's going into the final race. It's anybody's championship still. I think one of 3 drivers could still win it, but lots of untoward things have to happen to the front 2 there for Danny to do it. A daisiest driver of the day, I can't argue with that. He managed a couple of fantastic overtakes and managed to get himself onto the podium position in the death there as well. But big loser of the championship here is Danico, losing out to Meepo and Daisy, as well as Makenda, his main rival, and Justin Aert, who wins the Austrian Grand Prix. What about your driver of the day for you, Babalas? Who do you think deserves the spot?
I would say it was Justin.
Justin, yeah, he did quite well. Justin got to the win. We tend not to go for the winner, but yeah, let us know who's your driver of the day. See if you can split the difference. As it says, Meepo lost the lead with the tactical error too early with 0 ERS. Yeah, you had to stay in the train for a little bit longer, I think, and use the DRS to prevent Danico Makenda from getting a look in. Really, he is youthful exuberance. It'll be a learning experience for him, and he'll hopefully not make the same mistake again in the future. 4 wins in a row for Justin. I think that is fantastic form from him at the season's end. If he makes it a 5th, he could well win the championship, which he lost in unceremonious fashion last season after I punted him off and cost him lots of points. I still to this day will constantly apologise as much as I can for that. Let's see if we've got any interviews to be had as we wait for chat to tell us who is going to be our driver of the day, if anybody says a driver of the day. If not, we'll decide after the fact, but my money's on a Daisy. He went from the back to the podium. I think that is definitely worthy of driver of the day. You also got that double overtake done as well on Meepo and Danico, as well as a double overtake earlier in the race as well, on a couple of the guys behind as well. So absolutely fantastic drive from a Daisy. We've got Justin Aert in the interview channel. We'll drag him in for an interview. Justin, 4th win in a row. You're really putting the screws to Makenda at the top of the title there. You're really trying to make it as difficult as possible for him.
Before I start, apology accepted. Kebab, don't worry. Yeah, well, the race win today, after that restart and all that chat, I kind of didn't want to win, not gonna lie, because this does look, not great for me. But anyways, Makenda, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to beat him in the championship. I'm like, 17 points behind now, so...
Yeah, he needs to have a big accident in the last race in order to do it, but stranger things have happened in racing, certainly. And yeah, that restart definitely did you some favours, because you were nowhere in the first race, obviously, with the desync. Yeah, lots of unhappy people in the general chat. What's your opinion on it? On the restart, should it have been restarted just for you? You've gained big from that, but people will want to know your opinions for sure.
Well, look, in multiple different leagues that I'm in, if there's someone with desync, usually the lobby's restarted, for fear of other drivers being, hindered. And, today, at the restart, I took out Danny, I think. I destroyed his front wing because my AI took over. And then, a Skoloin, I think, as well. And then I spin Flare out, so, in the space of 2 laps, I spin 3 people. So, yeah. I thank Daddy for restarting the lobby, and everything kind of worked out towards the end. But I got nothing else to say on that.
Yeah, definitely a contentious situation, but it is what it is, and you've won the 4th race in a row. Are you confident in Abu Dhabi to win that one? Make it 5?
I don't know. I think my luck's gonna have to run out, like Verstappen's in real life, 4 in a row doesn't happen every day in SLR, but we'll try and make it 5 and win the championship.
Yeah, you certainly had your work cut out for you today. It wasn't easy today, was it? It was a group of 5 drivers in the end who could have won the race, and you definitely had to defend your position hard as well. How tense was it on that final lap? Because you overtook McKenna there into turn 3, and did you feel as though you had enough battery in the bank to defend into turn 4? Because it looks from McKenna's point of view that he let you pass. He didn't defend the inside, and he maybe wanted to get you back into turn 4. That he just thought that maybe he could do that. You think?
I kind of brained off in the final lap because I did forget he had better straight line speed than me the entire race. But luckily I managed to get in front just before turn 3 and kind of close his line, close the door, so like that forces him to brake a bit harder and give me the edge. But I thought I had enough battery. Clearly not. It was a lot tighter. But I was also really lucky that Danny went bowling into turn 4 or whatever happened. I don't know. Someone almost hit me in the rear, and then suddenly they're all a second away, so it made it a lot easier for the final lap.
Certainly did, yeah. Well, we'll leave it there and let you go pop the bubbly, and yeah, we'll have to leave the stream there as well. But thank you very much for your time, Justin. Great to speak to you as always.
Thanks, guys.
So there we have it, Babolas. We've got nobody else to interview because they're all very shy this evening, or too busy arguing about the lobby restart in general chat.
Oh, you're gonna have a fight about that.
Yeah, certainly. I'm gonna go get the popcorn out and get in there and enjoy the entertainment. To be honest, but it's been a pleasure commentating with you once more, and yeah, we'll see everybody next week.